Hello and welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for supporting us and liking our previous videos. So keep watching us and subscribing us as well if you've not done till now. So Kush, where are we going today?
Yeah, so today we are going to Palm Jumeirah. Palm Jumeirah is a man-made island of Dubai, which was made by creating new land from the seabeds. Its construction started in 2001 and in 2006 it was ready for residential use. As the name says, the Palm Jumeirah is shaped like a palm tree. There are two major parts to this island: outer east and west crescents, which have high-end hotels and boardwalk. Second part is the inner fronts, which mostly have residential units, beaches, mall, and parks. The main central road is called Palm Jumeirah Road and it runs parallel to the monorail. This road has exits for all the fronts as well as the crescents. The key destinations on this road are Palm Atlantis, the Point Palm, and Nakheel Mall. On the east side of the crescent, you get a view of Burj Khalifa and Burj Al Arab. On the west side of the crescent, you get the view of Dubai Marina, Jumeirah Beach Residence or JBR, and Ain Dubai. We will cover everything in our today's video. So let's continue with the trip.
So welcome to the Palm. We are entering the island and you can see residential buildings on the sides. Although you won't be able to see the shape of the island while driving. We are now driving parallel to the monorail track on Palm Jumeirah Road, which will take us to the outer crescent of the island through the sea crossing tunnel. This tunnel is almost 1.5 km long, running under the sea with the Point Complex on one end and the Palm Atlantis Hotel on the other end. So the plan for today is, we are first going all the way to the east end of the crescent to see Burj Al Arab and Burj Khalifa, then take you to the boardwalk and come back to the Palm Atlantis and Aquaventure Park. We will then go to the west end of the crescent to see the Dubai Marina with Skydive Dubai track and Ain Dubai. In the end, we will show you the video of the world's largest fountain at Point and finally head back to Nakheel Mall to exit the Palm Jumeirah island. This is the end of the crescent on east side and we just got lucky to have the view with the yacht. The boardwalk actually runs parallel to the outer crescent and is a good place to come for a walk. And we love to take some slow motion videos here.
Now we are on the outermost crescent of Palm Jumeirah on the east side of it. As you can see, there's a Burj Al Arab in the backdrop, and on this side there's Burj Khalifa. It's not very clear today because of the haze. Right now it's 10:30 in the morning and the temperature is 24 degrees, but it's still hot. Humidity is 70%. Finally we are inside. It's too hot outside, so it's better to sit down in the car and talk about it. So let's discuss how to reach here. So if you have a car, you can just drive here. That is the easiest way. So if you don't have a car, you are a tourist. So one of the options is you take a cab and you reach here. Get down at the outermost crescent next to Palm Atlantis, and I think that is the place where you can look at the Palm as well as the mall, which is the Palm Atlantis Mall next to the Palm Atlantis Hotel. Another option is the public transport, which is not very feasible, but for an experience, it's fine. There's a tram connectivity till a point in Dubai Marina, and from there you can change the station and you can take the monorail. So monorail will take you inside the Palm Jumeirah, and the last stop is Atlantis. So you get down there. It's good for experience, but if you ask us, if you have let's say if you are 3 or 4 people and you're not keen on monorail, then taxi is a better option because it would be cost effective. So what all to do here?
So basically, Palm is very scenic. As you can see in the videos, the outer crescent is beautiful with palm trees. So one is the drive in itself is things to do. Other is the Atlantis. Don't miss the photo opportunity to click at the in front of the Atlantis.
We'll show you the photo stops exactly where you can get better pictures.
And another thing is there is Aquaventure water park. We are not so keen on water park, but if you really want to do, that is one option here. Another is the Lost Chambers. So that also you can do here. I would recommend that if you are living in one of the hotels on the Palm, you can try to negotiate for say some day pass or something to Aquaventure or Lost Chambers.
That's right.
So because a lot of hotels may have that kind of option. So do check out that if you are living on the Palm. There are a lot of options. Residents a lot of time come here for staycations also. So during holiday season you might find crowds around.
Yeah.
And another thing, if you have a car, drive to the end of the crescent the way we did today. You can actually, today weather was very hazy, but you can actually see the whole Dubai skyline with the Burj Khalifa and Burj Al Arab in the same frame. So it's beautiful, and there will be only sea in front of you, no crowds, nothing else. So that's the beauty of coming to Palm. Like, it's so nice and peaceful around here.
Now we are in front of Palm Atlantis. This is a famous photo stop here. People stand here and take good pictures. You'll see big bus going here.
This is the famous photo spot. So parking is on the other side of the road. You need to cross the road and come here. You can see this place where you can see the whole of Palm Atlantis without the trees or any road obstructions. Now we are heading towards the west end of the crescent, and yes, that's a Lamborghini in front of us.
let's make a quick stop at the Point Palm Complex or waterfront. This complex has many shopping and dining options, but this is most famous because of its very recent attraction, the Fountain Show. This waterfront has the world's largest fountain, which is in 14,000 square feet area of seawater and is in operation since October 2020. This fountain show starts after sunset and it occurs every 30 minutes till midnight on all days and is totally free for all. The best time to experience this is at the night when the venue is alive with music and lights, although sometimes it gets a bit crowded because of its popularity.
So while heading back, we would just like to mention again that Palm Jumeirah is more like a photo stop, and if you have around 2 hours, you can easily visit this place like we did. All these things that we did today, we did not spend any money. You can too plan your visit in this cost-effective way, and the only expense will be the transportation to get here. But in case you have more time or you want to go to Aquaventure Water Park or the Lost Chambers Aquarium, you can check their ticket prices and offers online before coming. So last, we are passing by the recently opened Nakheel Mall and the first station of monorail, Palm Gateway.
So let's take a quick recap of our entire experience. We have compiled this just for your ease. Feel free to pause the video and take screenshots for planning your future trips. That's the end to our trip to Palm Jumeirah. We are heading back home to Dubai Marina. Hope you have enjoyed the trip. If you have any questions, queries, do let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our video. And hope to see you in the next video very soon. Till then, bye bye.
Bye bye.